Bombshells. Get busy.
I don't trust these newbies. I don't trust any of them.
I actually think we've been really good together.
Guys, welcome back to Romance Review TV with Lady T, and we have another recap for you guys. Love Island UK season 8 episode 46. And yeah, we got a little bit to unpack in this episode. We have the Bombshells making their rounds. We're trying to get to know the Islanders, and also we got some dates to talk about. But before we do, just take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to this channel, and also please don't forget to like and share. So without any other further ado, let's talk about this particular episode. So as we remember, we lost 2 Islanders, both Billy and Summer, and they were replaced by 4 new Bombshells: Nathalia, Lacey, Reece, and Jamie. Now, speaking of Nathalia, we left the last episode with Davide on the terrace with this new Bombshell. Now, the two of them had a chat about whether or not Davide would be open to getting to know her. Now, while he did say that there was no harm in getting to know each other, Davide did put Nathalia on notice that it would take something massive to break him and Ekin-Su up to this point. So obviously they have made some progress. Then we also saw the conversation with Reece as he took Ekin-Su for a chat as well. Now, he tried his best to flirt with Ekin-Su, but Ekin-Su shut that down real quick early in that conversation in order to alleviate any type of concerns or to raise any type of suspicions, especially with Davide is concerned, because you know he's watching with his eyes on her. So now Nathalia pulls Adam for a chat, and Paige was definitely giving that conversation a side eye. However, Adam seemed happy to get to know her, but he also told her that it was going very well with Paige. So I don't know. It seemed like he got one foot in the door, one foot out at this point. But, you know, like I said, Paige was definitely giving them a side eye, wondering what that conversation was about. So now we're seeing a conversation between Jamie and Danica. Now, Jamie opened up to Danica that he was definitely attracted to her. And Danica looking more than happy to also get to know him as well. Now, as we saw, Danica was in high demand, as we also saw Reece trying to get to know her as well. And it's good to see because she has had no luck in the villa up to this point. And she's been there for several weeks now. So hopefully she'll have an opportunity to couple up with one of these 2 boys at the next recoupling ceremony. So now it's Lacey's turn to have a chat with Davide. So when she decided to chat with him, they chatted away. It was pretty friendly before Davide told her that he was in a good place with Ekin-Su. So he put her on notice as well. So nothing is happening there. Look like both Ekin-Su and Davide are pretty much solid with each other. Then we saw Lacey also went on to speak with Deji. Now, you know, he's the only single guy in the villa. Lacey kind of talked about, and she opened up that one of her last relationships ended, you know, after both of them cheated. But Deji didn't seem put off by all of that. He was just interested to get to know her and, you know, maybe see if he can eventually couple up with her as well. Now, the cheating thing going on both ways, I mean, most people consider that as a red flag, but it didn't faze him at all. So I guess whatever works for him. So Dammy decided that he wanted to play a game of truth or dare to kind of initiate some things with the new Bombshells. Now, what we did see with the first go round was Nathalia was asked to kiss the boys that she fancied the most. She ended up choosing Davide, she chose Adam, and she also chose Deji. Now, I will say with Adam, Paige seemed a little bit jealous because she started telling Tasha and Andrew and the rest of them that, she can deal with the attention that Adam was getting from the new Bombshells, but her actions and how she was looking showed otherwise. Now, Gemma asked Danica to give a lap dance to the person who she fancied the most. And what she decided to do was give the bombshell Jamie a lap dance. And I think she did a pretty good job. I mean, she was throwing that hair around and Jamie was enjoying every minute of it. Now, we can't bypass this whole thing with a little foot action that Dami decides to lick India from head to toe. Take a look. A correction, toes to lips, and India enjoyed every minute of it, and Dami was more than happy to oblige his lady. However, when it's time for them to go to bed, India made yet another name slip with Dami definitely not being impressed. She called him Deji once again, and then he was like, Dami, oh. And she was like, Dom, I'm sorry. And I'm like, girl, how many times you gonna call that boy Deji? So after all of that, she did try the next morning to make breakfast because, she had to make that up. But inadvertently end up making Deji breakfast as well. And Dami was not happy about that. So while she was cooking bacon, eggs, and toast, Deji come over and say, hey, can you throw me a few slices in there too? And Dami was like, really, dude? Really? So, yeah, he was definitely trying to be shady in that moment. So, Lacey got the text message that all 4 of the new bombshells were having to choose who their dates was going to be with the current Islanders. So, Nathalia ended up choosing Adam. Jamie ended up choosing Danica. Lacey chose Deji. And then we have, last but not least, Reece choosing Ekin-Su. Now, that one was a shocker. So, they all had these romantic dates in the park with a little picnic. Now, Jamie laid it on real thick with Danica. I mean, he was talking about, I don't know how many times he was talking about that girl eyes. And, yeah, she got some pretty eyes, but you can tell that he was trying to put his bid in to, win over Danica. And then we also saw Deji teasing Lacey, calling her this sexy school teacher. Now, they were kind of cute. I just don't feel the connection or the vibe between these two. I don't know about you guys, but, I mean, the whole cheating thing where she cheated and the other person cheated, like I said, didn't faze him, but okay. Meanwhile, back at the villa, Paige is worried about Adam getting to know Nathalia. Now, she might not have a reason to worry, although the pair of them were getting on well during their date with each other. But, she was having this conversation with Gemma about, this always happened. I knew it was too good to be true. Because remember, yesterday she was talking about worried about it being so good, so smooth, that she was waiting for the shoe to drop. So she's thinking that this is one of those times as well. Then we have Ekin-Su on her date. Now, once again, she made it crystal clear to Reece that her heart was 100% with Davide. She did thank him for the date, and she did say that him picking her was flattering, but womp womp, she is not interested. We did end up seeing Danica and Jamie seal their date with a kiss as well as Deji and Lacey also, locking lips as well. So I'm hoping that at least those two, because they're not coupled up in the villa, that maybe they can, choose these two ladies to couple up with. Now, they're all back from their dates. Paige, concern about Nathalia, of course, has been playing on her mind ever since he was gone on that date. So what she decided to do is talk to him and open up to him about how, she's feeling. And, Adam did his best to kind of reassure her that everything was fine. Now, he did tell her why he didn't shut it down completely. Yellow flag. He wasn't feeling the same way about Nathalia. Now, I guess that can balance it out. He also added that after the date, his mind was pretty much made up and that now he's 100% in with Paige. And so she was smiling and beaming from ear to ear, especially when Adam mentioned the word exclusive. So they shared a kiss after the conversation, and she was all good then. Because I wasn't sure. He was kind of leaving the door open, but then he also made it a exclusive of being 100% with Paige. So hopefully she doesn't get any shockers. But tomorrow, these two girls look like they're headed for a cat fight.
There's trouble.
Have you got an issue with me?
No, I haven't got an issue with you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, why? Have you got
Because it
one
feels
with
like
me?
you've got an issue with me.
If I had an issue with you, I'll let you know, babe.
No, I feel like you have an issue with me.
Maybe you have an issue with yourself.
Okay, so it looked like we got a little bit of drama with these two ladies tomorrow. I mean, they've been kind of picking at each other throughout this current episode, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with them tomorrow. So I hope you enjoyed this recap. Take a second to like and share, and also don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.